Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know it's been a few days since I've made a video, and I've been actually planning on making a ton of videos back to back, but it's just been a bad week overall. A lot of deaths this week, and I always say that, it seems like when it comes to celebrity deaths, they always happen in threes, and I think we actually added one extra, someone that I really cared about, at least something that's someone who was big for childhood. Um, so far this week we already know in the wrestling world, we saw the deaths of legend Terry Funk. Most recently, Bray Wyatt, who was part of the Wyndham Rotunda family, or Wyndham Rotunda was his actual name, and I just found out this morning who was another one, Bob Barker, and that was kind of man lived a full life. You can be grateful for that, but at the same time, as I've said before, anytime somebody dies, you could be watching the news and hear about someone's death. Whether you know that person or not, you never want to hear of someone's passing. And Arlene Sorkin, if that name doesn't mean anything to anybody, she was, again, big for my childhood. If you watch the 1990s Batman the Animated Series, she played Harley Quinn, or she voiced Harley Quinn. One of the most iconic voices, and to me, probably the best iteration of Harley Quinn. Um, I'm not really good at doing eulogies or talking about death and whatnot. To me, it's always been a subject that was really difficult for me to come to terms with. So, uh, I don't really make these one off specials where I talk about rest in peace, so and so, give my remembrance. So I just wanted to at least start this video off by acknowledging some of the legends who have passed over the last few days. And like I said, four major celebrities right there. Were there anyone else in the past week? Probably, but those are four that kind of hit home for me personally. But I don't want this to be, a sour note video. Again, most of my videos are intended to be, happy-go-lucky videos. So I kind of want to bypass that and trying to get into the good stuff. So in this particular video, we just finished the reviews for all of the monster figures, and just kind of backtrack a little bit. It's good that I was able to do the Mattel Monsters, the Mattel Mutants, and the Mattel Zombies to kind of, do a quick review, get them out of the way. But based on the view count for each of those videos, I think they did, extremely poorly for me overall. I think a lot of them took 3 or 4 days to get to 100 views even. And I think that has something to do with the simple fact that I was posting all the videos back to back. So, including the last video, which was like the, what was it? The different toy lines that made a particular wrestler. And who did we look at? Oh, we looked at Papa Shango. So that was 6 straight days of videos. So, again, I'm trying to, even though I consider myself to be relatively new to YouTube, I mean, I put out over 250 videos, but I still consider myself new, right? So I'm still trying to figure out what is the best way to release videos. Sometimes I was doing it like 2 videos a week. Sometimes I was doing it every 2 days, every 3 days. I've tried putting videos out on back-to-back days. I did that for like five or six times, where I release like 4 or 5 videos in back-to-back days, take a day off, come back with another 5 or 6 videos in a row, take a day off, etc. To me, it's kind of iffy as to how I should release the videos. But just to kind of get back to the video, today's video, once again we are returning to the my favorite action figures, or my favorite characters made by different toy lines. Um, One of the characters we looked at in the Mutants was Cody Rhodes. And I always said, when I do these videos, I really don't know who I want to look at next. And some of the time, some names just kind of drop in my lap. And Cody Rhodes, when I was looking at the Stardust figure, was one of those characters. Not like your huge name celebrity, like your Hogan and Macho Man, etc., Ric Flair, line goes on. So for me, he is a kind of character that these videos are specifically centered around. I can't really do a Hulk Hogan video because there's like 1,000 Hulk Hogan action figures out there, and I might have 30 or 40 different Hulk Hogan figures, but I'm not going to do one video for all those figures. I'm not going to do multiple videos for all those figures, so that's why I kind of keep characters like Ric Flair, like Ultimate Warrior, these guys that have major abundance of action figures. Undertaker would be another one. I kind of stay clear of those major releases for those particular characters. I think Cody Rhodes is a good one, and he has potentially one of my all-time favorite wrestling action figures, and you'll take a look at number 1 and number 2 slots. So, Cody Rhodes. First one we're going to look at is his Stardust rendition. So, Stardust in this 2017 2017 was the Mutants. 2017 Mattel release for the Mutants. Cody Rhodes, Stardust character, appears as like an alien type of creature. Don't get me wrong, this is a fantastic looking figure for display purposes. If I were a kid and I was given this, I think this is something I'd probably take out of the package, put on my shelf. It would be a nice display piece for me, but I don't think I would ever get any enjoyment for as it being an actual wrestling figure, because you really can't do anything with this, I don't think. I mean, just the hands. I mean, they got the whole alien hands and everything, so, not fun for punching. It just looks cool. Not a playable figure, in my opinion. Again, I think these are all are kind of directed at adult collectors, or those adults who want nostalgia and going for like these type of figures. Not really Cody Rhodes, so that's why he comes in at number 6. So the interesting thing about this character, obviously, Dustin Rhodes in the WWF portrayed Intercontinental Champion Goldust, and the thing I always remember with Goldust, he always had this really beautiful manager escort him down to the ring, but like he was always in the ring, like kind of like flirting with Razor Ramon, and I think at one match they actually made out a little bit. Obviously, Razor, immediately trying to push him off and everything, but he had like this infatuation with Razor Ramon, Dustin, not Cody. So, I guess Stephanie McMahon kind of wanted Dustin and Cody Rhodes to tag team. And so, she came out with the name like Stardust. Dress up like Goldust, put a little star on your face, bam. You guys, could be tag teams, tag team partners. And I thought that was pretty interesting. It may have been said kind of like as a joke, but obviously Vince McMahon ran with it. And, hey, you get another character to add to the WWF roster. So that was number 6. Coming at number 5 is the single version of Cody Rhodes from All Elite Wrestling. So this particular box set, I kind of compare these to the Jakks Pacific Classic Superstars. Like, I actually enjoy the graphics and everything on the box set. It's not as superb as the Jakks Superstars. Obviously, much smaller box set, but again, they have very similarities, and this is the type of thing that I talk about all the time. I love the figures inside the box as loose individual pieces. I would look at it, I'm like, okay, this doesn't do anything for me. Like, if I were to buy this, or if this figure loose, came in a lot of other figures that I purchased, I might try to sell that loose figure because I really have no interest in it. But carded, they all look amazing. Good looking figure. I love that little sledgehammer that he's got there. That's pretty awesome. I'm watching Ragnarok on Netflix right now, and it does have kind of like a little Thor look to it a little bit. I like this back part where he's fighting Brother Dustin. At first glance, I thought that was Kane, based on the color scheme. But as we look at the next figure, you're going to know that that isn't Kane, but that actually is Dustin. So, at number 5, for the Unrivaled Collection, the single version of Cody Rhodes. Coming at number 4, And I thought I had another figure here, but I'm wrong. Okay, so I lied. There wasn't 6 figures, there's only 5. I'm probably counting the loose figure as number 6, that's why. Alright, so it's Stardust at number 5. The AEW Cody was number 4. So coming at number 3, also from All Elite Wrestling, is the Blood and Guts Blood Brothers version. Best believe if I ever do a Dustin Rhodes video like this, this is going to be somewhere near the very top. I absolutely love this. Like I said, I mean, it's creepy enough to the point where it's like the Legend of Professional Wrestling. You got, you know, your individual figure where they're just regular action figures, and then you have another one where they're all bloodied up and everything. Same figure, just with blood spots on it. And the overall graphics, I mean, this has got to be one of my all-time favorite box sets. I mean, it's so simple. I mean, it's such a small set, but it's so awesome. It has a fantastic horror theme going on there. And I think I got this from Ringside Collectibles. And does it say on here? Yeah, Ringside exclusive. Yeah, so I always thought interesting how much shorter Cody Rhodes is portrayed to Dustin. I mean, Dustin doesn't really look that much bigger in real life or whatnot, but okay. But he looks like he's got a good 6 inches on him at least. Maybe because he just built bigger. Maybe not that much taller than him. But I'm going to say 6 inches, I don't know. 3 inches maybe. But it's like father and son type of deal, even though they're brothers, obviously, but that's pretty cool. I really love that one. Number 2. So my second favorite figure is from also, I mean, they're all AEW, and Cody Rhodes is kind of like a founding father type to AEW, so you can understand why he has so many of these figures. But number 2 is the Red Pants variant Cody Rhodes. This one is an LJN style action figure. So the figure is absolutely phenomenal. What I love about it, and you got that LJN bio card on the back, and it even comes with an original style LJN poster. But this is just an absolute beauty. And in fact, I did purchase one loose, and it included the poster. So that is the Wrestling Superstars AEW Cody Rhodes. Obviously blue pants there. If we ever get to it, that's the Darby Allin version. So these are incredible LJN-esque figures. And of course, number 1 is just the blue pants variant. So 1 and 2 pretty much interchangeable. But again, I prefer blue over red. So, but the exact same figure all around. And what do I talk about? So if you look at the LJN SD Jones, very closely resembles that action figure. You know, you got one arm down, kind of like a punch. Then you got his left arm up, kind of like a choke slam. A type of figure that would have been perfect for like Undertaker. You know, to take that, maybe not that body type because it's a little bit wider, but that would have made a perfect Undertaker action figure. And to me, I think among all of the wrestling action figures, LG and Hasbro, it doesn't matter which line you choose. This right here has got to be easily one of the single greatest playable wrestling action figures ever created. I absolutely love this figure. It's incredible. Perfect fighting pose. You always kind of want to throw somebody against the ropes and kind of do like a little power slam finisher or something. Hook the leg. I mean, it's just a really fun figure to work with. And kind of look at the little details. I don't know if it's kind of dark on there or not, but so I don't know what that is. It kind of looks like a strawberry to me. And then in cursive, got Dream Tattoo across the chest. So really awesome graphics throughout the figure. So really impressive. Very simple video, guys. I mean, I haven't made a video in about 3 or 4 days now. I really wasn't expecting this video to be like anything super long, you know, not a lot of back history or anything like that. And I think with the coming videos that I plan on making, I don't foresee me making a lot of longer videos, meaning I'm not going to be making no 34, 37, 43, 48-minute videos, etc. Because I'm talking about, you know, back history with a lot of individual figures or whatnot. For these type of videos, I just like talking about the actual individual pieces themselves. I really wanted to come down here today and make about 4 or 5 videos. My next task on the my next agenda is to look at the Mattel Superstars. Why? Because they're kind of LJN Remco, you know, combinations, and right now I've got the first complete 4 series, so that's 16 figures, and yeah, I mean 16 figures, so 4 figures a video, you're only looking at probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. If I don't give a lot of history or talk about, you know, this guy wrestled in this location, that, etc., it's going to be, you know, a very short video. And I plan on posting those back-to-back days when I do make them. But at first, I want to see how well this video does. And if it does, gets me to 100 really quickly, I'll probably go back and talk about those videos. Talk about those figures. I still want to do Mattel Retros, but I kind of feel like that's going to be more later on this year, because I feel like the Remco tournament is going to take up a pretty good amount of time. And if I do the Galoob, which I don't have enough custom figures to talk about, so that's the problem with the Galoob tournament. I don't have enough customs, therefore I don't have too many figures to do a full-fledged tournament. The XOX Customs tournament is a possibility. Right now there's about 10 or 7, 8 figures, something like that I'm missing, and I don't want to do that until I have all of the figures. But again, that's like $1,000 right there, and I just don't have that kind of income anymore. I miss my overseas jobs, man. They were painful, but I mean, they paid the bills. So, all right, guys, that's it for now. If you guys have any recommendations of who you'd like to see in these type of videos, I mean, I pretty much have everything, it feels like, so I'm pretty sure I could put together a pretty good episode. You know, pull out enough figures for whoever you recommend. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the comments, and see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.